Hey and hello there everyone! Welcome back to the Post-Strike Streams Sunday edition. 13th edition. Ooh, unlucky. But will it be my lucky day? Because we are now at what, like 3 and a bit weeks since my last shiny? Was it on like a Friday? I can't even remember now. Is it like 3 weeks and 2 days? Are we at like 23 days since we got a shiny? I don't even know anymore. I'm so confused. Actually, no, I think it was, because I think it was, I was going to say it was like the 19th or 20th. So if we add that on, and we say like 23 days, that's like take away 7. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, Buck, let's hope we all get loads and loads of shinies today. Hi, how are you doing? Let's say hi. Small Shiny Guy, hi. And Kieran, hi. And Skywatcher, hi. And on Lara, hi, and Team Flare, hi, and Xander, hi, and Presto, hi. Oh yeah, Presto. You may want to do a Giratina. We'll see if we can. If you need to do a Giratina, we'll see if there's like anyone else who can do a Giratina, and we'll try and like pair everyone up so that you can maybe do that. Gage, hi. And that might be everyone. Kevin's not here today. That's cool. Oh, hang on, Gage, you got Shinotic and a Doop of Tauros. Nice. More so for the Shinotic, but that's cool. And then Kieran, you got Hisui and Sneasel as shiny. Oh, that's very cool. So there we go. Okay. So chat, because there's like so many of you here, let's skip the formalities. Let's do without the formalities. Let's see what everyone can do, shall we? Tickets. Here's what I'm hunting for. But that's thing, Presto would like some people to do Giratina for a Scepter. So maybe what we can do is... Oh, crud, I just did the wrong... It's tickets, plural. Why did the S not work? But here's what we can do, okay? Maybe we can say, so my current tickets are for Tapu Bulu, Thunderous, and Kartana. Could you guys, gals, and non-binary pals, please say strike in big capital letters, and then say I can do, and let me know who you can do out of Tapu Bulu, Thunderous, and Kartana. And then, if you can do the Giratina, put that in brackets afterwards, okay? So strike, I can do, Tapu Bulu, Thunderous, and or Kartana, and then in brackets afterwards, for Presto's sake, you can say, and Giratina as well, if you can do Giratina. So, ready, set, bo! Tenchi, you're playing Splatfest. But hi, welcome. Small Shiny Guy, you don't have the DLC, no. It's a shame. This mode is very fun if you have other people to play it with. It's still good on your own, but if you can play it with other people and shiny hunt with other people, it's a ton of fun. So let's see what we've got. Because what we can try and do is we can either make sure that like a Giratina is available in like immediately or in like a round 2 or something like that. But you can at least sandwich hunt. So that's good at least. So let's see what we've got. Maybe we could have... Why don't we... Okay. Why don't we do this? Why don't we have... say, why don't we have like Presto and a bunch of Giratina people in like team 1, and then afterwards they can all go off and do a Giratina together. I'm wondering if something like that could work. So why don't we do something like, say, Presto, Team Flare, and maybe like Sky? And we could do something like a Tapu Bulu, and then we could do like on Lara, Gage, and like Kieran for Kartana or something like that. But we'll see. So let me just get everyone's names on because Kramen isn't here, so I need to do this myself, so apologies. This will take a second. Gauge on Lara, Sky, Presto, Presto. Team Flare. We need Kieran. So yeah, apologies, this will take a second. This is the boring part of the stream where it is just me looking at my phone, because that's what you gotta do. So let's see, hang on. We'll worry about codes in a second, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, we have 6 people, so that's enough for like 2 teams. Hang on a sec. I don't have that in the spreadsheet, small shiny guy, so we'll have to just keep that in our heads. No, I'm kidding. But I like that though. I like it, very funny. Okay. So yeah, why don't we? Oh, hang on. Sorry, game went dark. No. Okay. Hang on. So Team Flare can do Giratina. Sky can do Giratina. And who else said they could do Giratina? Hang on. Oh, hang on. So Presto would be hosting. And then there'd be 3 other people. So it'd be like Presto, Team Flare. Oh, but Kieran has 2 switches, so maybe... Okay, hang on. So why don't we have Presto... I'll figure out what the actual Pokemon are in a sec, but why don't we have, like, Presto, Team Flare, and Sky in Team 1, and then we'll have, like, Onlara, Gage, and, like, Kieran for Team 2, although... I don't know what Kieran's switch situation is for needing Katana, but anyway, and Giratina. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking, Abraham Lincoln. Hang on, so Presto can do any of those 3, Team Flare can do any of those 3, and Sky can do any of those 3. So basically, and then, okay, so what we'll do, maybe we'll have, like, Thunderous first, Kartana second, and then we'll figure out, like, Tapu Bulu third, hopefully. I like to do Tapu Bulu first, but I think maybe today, although, honestly, it's kind of better having Kieran in the Thunderous team, but oh well. Does this sound okay? Team 1, Thunderous, Presto, Team Flare, and Skywatcher. Because then you guys can go off and do Giratina. Team 2, Kartana, Onlara, Gage, and Kieran. If anyone else comes along, Kieran could perhaps do a Giratina instead. But then that way, there's at least 3 people for a Giratina, like a Scepter Giratina, and then maybe Kieran could join as well or something like that. And then hopefully that all works and sounds good. So Team 1, Thunderous, Presto, Team Flare, Skywatcher, Team 2, Kartana, Onlara, Gage, Kieran. Does that sound good? Does that make sense? Have I messed up monumentally and assigned someone to something that they cannot do? You're up to 2,700 resets to type. No, round 2. So much for the last full odds hunt being a quick one. Still, you know, maybe it could, like, improve. Galaxy Moon, watch the Giratina movie and Arceus movie, then come back. Oh, hang on, what did Kieran say? About... Oh, I don't know what Kieran said about the... oh, hang on. He's not a hero, but he's not evil either. Oh, is that about, like, Giratina? Yeah, the Giratina and Arceus movies are really great. I love them. Okay. So anyway, Buck, here we go. So let's do this. So Presto, Team Flare, Skywatcher, please make sure you're connected to the internet. We will begin with Thunderous. And then we'll kind of carry on from there. Okay, so here we go. Talk to the nice scientist lady. If she asks about if you have any preference, just say anything goes. But I'm going to select Thunderous. I should have a Thunderous silhouette on the left of my screen. I do. I'm going to go 0713 and then like 4. Oh, hang on. 0713. Oh my gosh. 0713 1410. Okay, 0713 1410. That's 0713 14 10. That's the code. Ready, set, bow. Here we go. Oh my gosh. There we go. Oh, you're doing the crows while we're writing. Gage, you just want to make a poll for everyone to answer. What do you think K. Rool's involvement in DKB will be? Final boss, mid boss under control, secret boss not in the game. Okay, so basically, I don't think it will be 2. 2 is the one where I definitely don't feel that. Thunderous is an awkward fellow. He's electric and flying type, which means he's only weak to ice and rock, okay? Ice is nice, but rock is a bit better for a reason I'll get to in a second. So because there are only 2 things that are super effective, we may need to rely on things defensively. Lightning Rod ability Pokemon, such as Manectric and Cantonium Raichu. Also shout out to Volt Absorb Lantern. Ground-type Pokemon are brilliant, and electric-resistant Pokemon, Dragon, Grass, other electric types can be handy in a pinch as well. Thunderous itself doesn't have any flying moves, so don't worry about your fighting types, but it does have Sludge Wave for poison-type damage, and then it does also have Rain Dance and Weather Ball for water-type damage, Rain Dance and Thunder for 100% accurate Thunder. That Rain Dance and Weather Ball, though, if we change the weather, sun, rock, ice, that means Weather Ball can change with it. In particular, we might change the weather with a Rock-type Max Rockfall or an Ice-type Max Hailstorm, which means we need to be careful because ice is dangerous when paired with electric. And rock is... So that's why rock is better, because Thunderous using rock-type moves is just a little bit less scary. Let's do this thing! So here we go. There we go. Right. Palpitoad, more like a Palpinode. Actually, these are all pretty good because they have like various resistances and stuff. I'm gonna go with Palpitoad just because it is a ground type. But all the 3 things that were there did all resist electricity in one way or another. Mystical Fire lowers special attack. Sludge Bomb has a chance to poison. It's all good stuff. Absol does have Blizzard, more like a wizard, but don't forget Absol has terrible special defense. So, okay. These are some interesting... You messed up your sandwich, you have to make another. Oh, that's annoying. It's annoying when you have an ingredient that's kind of finicky and, like, falls off the sandwich. I did see ice and then rock. I don't know if it was a Relicanth, though. Let's have a look. Ice is Beartick. That's nice. So, oh, no, Boldor. Oh, so should we go for the Boldor? There is a Mr. Mime as well. But again, rock is better than ice if we have a choice. And then there is either a ghost or a water type. But I think Beartick and Boldor would be good. Maybe we could have like Presto. No. Maybe we could. I was gonna say maybe we could have Presto switch for Beartick and the Comfey for the Boldor, but that's. We'd rather have Boldor be our final Dynamaxer, like in 4th place. So does that mean? But then Ivysaur is good against Boldor, like in terms of the battle. But okay, I am going to Max Quake. That will boost our special defense. Don't know how much help that will be, given Beartick does have a guaranteed critical hit move. But oh well. Anyway, I'm trying to. Lettuce is annoying, isn't it? Because it sort of just has enough of a bobble to it where like things don't balance flat on it. So yeah, cherry tomatoes are so annoying. Cherry tomatoes are annoying. Lettuce is like deceptively awkward. Just trying to think what else. The cherry tomatoes are definitely like the worst one. Right, use your energy ball. We could still use energy ball against Boldor, in fairness. I really don't know about K. Rool. On the one hand, I think Nintendo might want to move in a different direction. So in that sense, I don't think that he would be like a final boss or like a true final boss. Like I feel like they might want to create their own unique final boss. Like they've done that in, again, we haven't had, like we've almost had as many DK games without K. Rool as with at this point. You know, if you go by like platformers or whatever. You know, like K. Rool is definitely not like the equivalent to Bowser by any means. But he was in Smash Bros. He is more popular. He is more in demand. So it kind of... This game has been in development for a long time, so a bunch of the K. Rool resurgence may not have been around whilst they were developing it. So it's kind of... I don't think he'll be like some kind of mid-boss or, you know, like how like DDD is in Forgotten Land or something like that. I don't think it'll be like that. But whether he'll be like the final boss, or whether they might toss him in the game somewhere, or have him as some kind of like extra boss you can do for fun, like a post-game boss, that maybe. I'm more inclined. I don't know, but it's hard though. They've also like done this job of like advertising who the villains are, like for promotional. Like, these monkeys are the bad guys, but then that could be a fake out, and they have faked us out with Pauline already. So, like, I just don't know. I really don't know. I don't have a particular option out of those four that... Because, like, he definitely could be... Because that's like, he definitely could be referenced. He definitely could be, like, in the post-game somewhere. Or maybe they are stashing him away to just be, like, the final boss, you know? I could see all three of those. I could definitely see all three of those. I definitely don't think it's the, like, middle of the game boss or whatever kind of thing. Or, like he's not the... Like, there's a true final boss behind him, though. Like, that I don't think. But the rest of it's all definitely... rest of it's definitely valid. Never been into DK yourself on Lara, but happy to see those excited. Yeah, that's the thing. I get like that about games. Like I'm not gonna get or play Metroid Prime 4. I'm like a 2D Metroid guy. But and I just didn't like get into Prime when I tried it in my youth. Maybe I would like Prime more. Now that I'm like a 2D Metroid fan, maybe I would like now that I'm like a 2D Metroid fan, maybe I would like Prime more now, but yeah, I think the moment's gone. Maybe if I had like loads and loads of money and I saw the game cheap, maybe I'd like give it another go or something like that. But still. But I'm still excited for like Metroid 4 for the people who are into it. Like, you know, there are like a lot of franchises and stuff where like when they come back, I'm like excited because I know that like people have been clamoring for them, you know, even if I don't play them or whatever. So, does Thunderous have any flying type moves? No, it does not. So you don't need to worry about that. So I think Comfey should maybe switch here. Yeah, if Comfey switches, Team Flare switch, Comfey switch. I should have said this before we got too busy, but if Flare switches, then that is good, and then we'll get a Boldor instead of Ivysaur. And then that'll be cool. Let's see. So yeah, if we go for Boldor next, and then there's like Vaporeon and Lampent. I think maybe we should go for the Lampent just because I think it will be like a bit easier for us to take out. Because like Flare will be able to Dynamax and use a Max Geyser. I'm a Water and Ground type, and we'll have a Boldor on our team, so I think that'll work. But let's see what else. And there are like Kremling skeletons. Yeah, nice little reference. So you want to keep Ivysaur. We have to get rid of Ivysaur, I'm afraid. It's just like, because you're in 4th place, Presto, so you're like the most important Dynamax person. And if I do my exclamation point Dyna, we want people to Dynamax on turn 1, and you're going to be in 4th place. You're in the most important position for Dynamax, so it's very important that you get this Boldor and then Dynamax with it when the Thunderous battle comes up. It's a shame because basically we have been spoiled by good choices this round. We had a bunch of good initial Pokemon, although we didn't actually take like some of the most optimal ones. But we took a bunch of we had a bunch of really good Pokemon initially, and then we've had good Pokemon on the path as well. So we've been very fortunate, I must say. Right, Gourgeist's big. It's a big Gourgeist going big. Right, Earth Power. More like an Earth Flower. Does that even make sense? I don't know. Right. Special defense down, though. That's pretty nifty. And then here's the Max Phantasm. More like Donate Plasm. And then... Okay, so this is all good. This is all nice. Grass Pledge. More like Over the Hedge. And then, are we going to get a Beartic Brine for the win? Oh, no. Body Press. Ah, I think if we'd have done Brine, that would have got the win, because we had, like, the special defense down, and it was in the lower half of its health. But nevertheless... yeah, shame. Okay, Ivysaur definitely needs to switch with that low health, unfortunately. That is a cool Pikachu shot. Some moves when Dynamax turns so much weaker. That is true. Some of the... Yeah, some moves, like literally, if you have close combat and you Dynamax, like a Max Knuckle is going to be weaker than the close combat. But sometimes we still need to Dynamax to preserve the Dynamax order. So that's very important. Like, you need to preserve the Dynamax order. But also, like, the Dynamaxing moves do have their extra benefits as well. Like, the reason why a close combat, you know, like, I would still say a 95 power Max Knuckle is, so Ivysaur switch, Ivysaur switch, Ivysaur switch. Time to ditch that Ivysaur, because Ivysaur switch, and then we'll get a Boldore that can Dynamax or something. So yeah, 07 Ivysaur, 07. But yeah, physical poison moves are like a bit of an annoying one, because yeah, you have to boost like everyone else. But yeah, I think Lampent's good here, because yeah, Flare will be able to use Max Geyser, and that'll just be like really, really good. And then that will also help out Beartic and Gourgeist to survive. So, but yeah, so there are some, yeah, like poison and fighting moves definitely have a thing where like they get weaker, but the stat boosts are really, really good and really, really useful for the most part. More so for fighting than poison, because like poison is quite a physical and especially and physically split type, whereas fighting is just way more physical than special. At least in this mode. Hang on, I'm just going to check everyone's speed. I am speed. I am the fastest one here. Okay, so I'm going to open up with an Earth Power, but then I will switch to Scald for everything afterwards. And here we go. So, yeah, because I think in this mode, literally, like, Mienshao, and I think Combuskin are, like, the only two fighting types with a special fighting move. And Combuskin still has a physical fighting move. So, basically, but with poison, yeah, it's a much more, like, mixed thing. Like, you get a lot of, like, cross-poison users and stuff like that. Team Flare, you're also having internet problems, so you might disconnect. Okay. Not ideal. Lampent have Will-O-Wisp. I can't remember. It might do. It has, like, Inferno, Burning Jealousy, Skittersmack, and something else. I just can't remember if that something else is Will-O-Wisp. So maybe that could be a problem. I can't remember its other move. What does it have? Ooh, Stomping Tantrum. Okay. Does not have Will-O-Wisp. Okay. Oh, Trick Room. Okay, well, it just demonstrated for us, just as chat answered. Does this mean I'm now, like, really, really slow because of because it's raining and there's a Trick Room up? Ooh, sneaky sneak. I like it. I like it. Oh, and then a Stomping Tantrum for the win. Nice. Excellent. Well done, Team 1. That was fun. Okay, we want to catch everything. You don't have to keep them, but always catch them. Ash, catch them. And we move on to the boss. And yeah, and so basically Boldor, but we're kind of riding on Boldor here, counting on Boldor to do like the lion's share of the heavy lifting here. But we have a good team. We have a good, so we do not need to switch for this because we have a very good, solid team here. No, Lampant wouldn't be very good at all. It can use Skitter Smack, and the Trick Room could be kind of helpful, but it would be very weak defensively. If the Thunderous got the rain up, then that means it's weak to Weather Ball as well. So like we want to try and avoid things that are weak to water unless they are like themselves super effective, like a rock type. So Lampant just doesn't really have a whole lot to offer, unfortunately. If we had to have a Lampant, it wouldn't be like the worst thing in the world, but with the team we have like ice and rock, so like they definitely wouldn't want to switch for Lampant. I'm immune to electric, so I definitely wouldn't want to switch for Lampant. And then Gourgeist is maybe the only one, but it does resist electric and it has mystical fire. So like Lampant and Gourgeist can both lower Thunderous's special defense. Special attack. So it doesn't do as much damage to us. But that's the thing, like Gourgeist can do it too, but Gourgeist is better defensively against Thunderous. So I think that's the thing. So Lampant would be okay, but it just definitely isn't better than like anything we've already got on this team. Oh, Frost Breath, nice. It just doesn't do anything better than what we've already got on the team, unfortunately. Wouldn't be a bad Pokemon to have in a different run. We have had some Thunderous runs where we have really not had very good Pokemon, and if we had a Lampant, you could use like Skitter Smack and Trick Room. Definitely could be a valid strategy. Because we do have quite a slow team, that is true. Minus Palpitoad. But even then, I think Thunderous is still faster than Palpitoad, isn't it? So yeah, I'm not saying it's like universally terrible against Thunderous. Like it could be useful, but we actually have a really good team right here. So I mean, look at how much damage we've done in like one turn already. So we're gonna like two turn this, I think. And that's thing, Lampant would be weak to a Rock Weather Ball. Yeah, it's weak to Water Weather Ball and Rock Weather Ball, so yeah, just not really. The only like sort of fire type you really want against a Thunderous potentially is a Torkoal, because it sets up the sun and that messes up Thunder, but that's about it really. Hang in there, everyone. Okay, nice. See, look how Gourgeist is tanking these attacks. It's great. Oh, here's the Max Rockfall. Will it go for Bear Tick for a super effective? No. It goes for me for a not very effective, but it does still get the KO. That sucks. Is Thunderous a glass cannon? I would honestly say it's like in the middle. It's not frail, but it's not bulky either. If you have a load of Pokemon that are like super effective against it, it's not really any issue. I mean, look, we've just beat it in 2 turns. If you have a load of Pokemon who don't have anything super effective, it can be hard to beat though. Like there are some Pokemon where you don't even need to have anything super effective to beat them. But there are some where you really do want to have something super effective to beat them, and Thunderous falls more in that you want to have something super effective, but anyway. Stars and Sparkles, Sparkles and Stars, well done Team 1! That was fun. Thunderous is an all-rounder, because I think people like competitively have used it in a more defensive and supportive way. It's a very flexible Pokemon. That's why I say it's kind of like somewhere in the middle, because it kind of can be, but it's just something like, I would say a Pokemon like Dialga is definitely bulkier than Thunderous. Lugia is like definitely a bulky Pokemon. You need to have like a really good team and or a really good strategy to, you know, beat like a Lugia in like 2 turns. Same with Dialga. So let's have a look. Beartick is a no. Boldor is a no. Lamp is not shiny, I don't believe. But will we get? I am over 3 weeks into my shiny drought. The slightly purple Thunderous. No. And here's the thing, chat. It's been over 3 weeks since I last got a shiny. But what that also means is that when we get to Friday, I'm going to be due a shiny legendary again. Like, in all the time that has gone past since getting a shiny legendary, we are almost due another shiny legendary. So no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, and no sparkles there. But you know what would be a great thing to do at this point in the video? If you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button, that like button. It really does help out. Like, loads of people are here today, loads of people are saying hi, loads of people are playing with us, and the lovely, amazing, brilliant thing to do would be to hit that like button to help boost the video. Kiba, hello. So if you guys, gals, non-binary pals who are doing the Giratina Scepter want to go off and do that, you can now arrange that and do that. Please do just make sure that you do use the Scepter shorthand and stuff when, you know, organizing your Giratina raid, okay? And maybe either Kieran or Kiba can join you. I don't know. Okay. So, we've got Onlara, Gage, and Kieran next. Yeah. So Team 2, Kartana, Onlara, Gage, Kieran. Please come on down! Unless Kieran is going off to do a Giratina and Kiba wants to swap in or whatever, but there you go. But Kieran does have 2 switches, so there's also that. Right, anyway, who am I? Hang on. Serious, rash, calm, docile. I'll go with a serious Beartick. There's a pretty serious bear right there. Hey, it's the bear from AI, the Somnium Files. Okay. You saved your progress. Welcome back. Would you like us to keep a record of where you found Thunderous? Yeah, why not? Okay. So, chat, my lovely chat. So, Team 2, Onlara, Gage, Kieran, please make sure you're connected on the YCOM, and come on down. We're going to talk to the nice scientist lady. We're going to say anything goes, but then I'm going to say Kartana. And then we will... Amber is Sky, and Sky is Amber. Funny how life works that way. 07130213. Let's do that. So 07130213. That's the code. Ready, set, bow. Here we go. Right, Gage, Suyo, and Onlara. You guys know Kartana is super duper mega weak to special fire attacks. It is also weak to fighting, but we don't really ever focus on that very much though. I think it's because there's a lot of like water fighting and weird types where it's still kind of weak. But yeah, special fire attacks and watch out for Leaf Blade. That's about it really. Okay. So, here we go. Oh, Carcoal! There we go. We've won. No, I'm kidding. We still need to get a couple more things than that, but... Persimmon is one of those fighting types that actually does have a fighting move that works. And then here we go. So, chat, I think we probably have a strategy just about kind of like... outlined here. Hang on. Slow King, sorry. Was that a Talonflame at the end or was it Unpheasant? Let's find out. Okay, Slow King, Water type. Hey! Orangaroo. Oh, Orangaroo. Orangaroo could be cool. Moo Moo Milk. Is that Talonflame? No, it's Unpheasant. I actually don't know which way to go here. I went to the right just because I perceive Slowking as less of a threat than... Although the Lantern is weak to Nidoking, isn't it? Ah, dang it. Yeah, so, sorry if we should have done the Lantern. I just didn't have enough time there to think of both Pokemon, look at the rounds that are upcoming, and then see what Pokemon we have. And actually, Persimion's not good. Well, Persimmon... Eh. Yeah, sorry if we've picked the wrong way here, guys. I'm just going to go with the Max Rockfall here. Hopefully this works. I think in retrospect, Lantern was definitely the better way to go, but I just needed a few seconds to, like, process all that information. Because I was like, okay, where are some fire types or fighting types? And I just couldn't, like, see anything. And then I was like, well, then which way do I go? Oh no, Kieran got an arrow. Oh, well, that just... Okay, we've just gone from zero to worse in no time at all. Lantern is weak to grass. We do not have any grass types, though, which is a shame. Is weak to grass and ground. Right. Kadoosh. That's why, like, you know, Nidoking would have been good against the Lantern, but oh well. But we have done a lot of damage here. Given that, like, Slowking is, like, a pretty bulky Pokemon, although Slowking has a bulky special defense, not a physical defense. Slowbro is the physical one, Slowking is the special one in terms of, like, defenses. So if you do attack it, like, physically, it does go down pretty nicely. Onlara can then switch for a Rangaroo since you won't be the Dynamaxer. Yeah, we could do that. Although the only problem is... Oh, hang on. Oh, right, hang on, because Kieran just... Oh, okay, right. So that means that... Oh, so that means that I'll be... Okay. Hang on, so hang on. Who did Kieran have? Okay, so Kieran has the Persimmon. Okay, so that's like probably like the best one in a way. Well, that, or Mantine, I guess. But yeah, you're Mantine in 4th slot. But yeah, that means you'll be like bumped up to the 3rd slot in like the next battle. So well done, chat. Very nice. Okay, so we beat a Slowking. So well done. So you want to catch everything. You don't have to keep them, but always catch them. Although if you don't have a shiny, Slowking is a good one to keep just because it normally is like a trade evolution, or you have to get a bunch of Galarian twigs and get the Galarian Slowking that way. So here we go. Well, Slowking is weak to Kartana, so yeah, there's Poppy. And she switched for the Slowking, which is bad against Kartana. Okay. If we go for a Rangaroo, which in fairness is... Well, Azumarill, I will just say, Azumarill, Sap Sipper. But the rest of these kind of suck. Oh, God. There is... Oh, we could go for Boltund and Helping Hand, right? Maybe we could go for Boltund and Helping Hand? The wheels in my head have been turning. If there is Carkol and Colossal in this mode, does someone else have a Carkol in like the Scepter? That would be funny. If someone had Carkol in Scepter, that would be funny. Okay, yeah, we could always have the Boltund. We could always do a little bit of a double switch, where we switch for a Rangaroo now, and then we switch a Rangaroo for Boltund. And if we, like, Helping Hand a Carkol using Max Flare, that could be really good, actually. Yeah, small shiny guy. Yeah, Helping Hand and Carkol, yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Right, here's the Max Quake. Oh, like a deep fake. Okay, right, Psychic. Oh, crud, of course it went for Nidoking. That did so much damage. Oh, it was a crit, okay. I was going to say, thank goodness Nidoking Dynamaxed, because that would have been gone. That would have been gone if... Oh, no, that's Poppy, isn't it? I was like, no, we don't want a nasty plot on a Slowking, but yeah, that's her, isn't it? I tell you what, I'm going to go for an Overheat here, because I still have Rock Slide. I don't know which is going to be better out of the two moves, so... right, here we go. Kadoosh. What if we see if the NPC will take before you do, or if no, quickly you can wait? Oh, that's not a bad idea, actually. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I will try and press the B button as quickly as possible, and then if she takes the Oranguru, then that's fine, and if not, then that's also fine, because then you can take it. Okay, yeah, on Lara, that's a good idea, actually. That's a good idea. So... Right, Overheat. More like an Overneat. Okay, yeah, I didn't think I'd do that much, but... Okay, now she's using Future Sight. Well, she did Nasty Plot first, so hopefully that means... I don't know what this means. Like, if our stats reset, does the Future Sight then do less damage, or is like the amount of damage kind of locked in now because she used it whilst there was a thingy-majig? Oh gosh, are we in trouble here? Oh crap, and that's going to do a load of damage because of Mantine's low physical defense. Crud. Our Dynamax order is messed up. Gonna be messed up, isn't it? Huh. Okay, we'll have to figure this out in a minute. Nevertheless, like, Overheat is still power 130, so a Helping Hand on Carkol could still be good. It just will be, like, a little bit weaker. Oh, it's using Instruct. Oh, okay. Nidoking, attack again! I love it. Thanks, Oranguru. You fool! You foolish fool. Okay, so it's calculated when the move hits, not when used. Well, what's the point in that? That sucks. Like, well, what's the point in attacking two? Like, what is the point in attacking 2 turns later? Because surely, oh, like, also, can you use Future Sight and then switch out? Probably not. Does that mean? I don't know. So the NPC should be Dynamaxing this turn, so that means I would Dynamax against the Boltund. Okay. We can, like, work with that. I'm still going to press the B button like mad to see what happens here. B for bow. When I, like, sort of was, like, initially getting into voice acting and I was thinking about business cards and stuff. Okay. She didn't switch, so on Lara is. Okay. For a second, I got confused because Poppy is still listed as being in the 3rd slot. But yeah, Boltund. Very nice. It used to be until Gen 5. Okay, that's interesting. You still have Fire Punch, so we're good. Yeah, Gage. I would definitely still stick with your, Nidoking and Fire Punch. I know you are neutral against Leaf Blade. Like, you're kind of susceptible to Leaf Blade, but... Again, Fire Punch and Overheat. I think if we have Fire Punch and Overheat with a Helping Hand from Boltund here, I think this will work. Oh, I'm Dynamaxing right away. So I am going to... I tell you what, I am going to just Overheat with a Max Flare right away here, I think. Actually, no. No, I'm going to Max Rockfall because I imagine Boltund has a worse physical defensive. Forgive me for Sandstorm damage, but it'll only be like 1 or 2 turns worth, so... no, that's okay, Sky. No worries. That's interesting. Right, so... is Slowking the NPC? Yes. So, yeah, we can't... That's why, like, your idea was a really good one on Lara, because, I mean, we can see... I'll press the B button, and we'll see... Again, we'll do the same thing here, where we'll see if the NPC switches. Because, yeah, I would rather have... Because does this mean we're going to have Nidoking using Max Flare here? So that'll actually be really good. Instruct, yes! Nice job paying attention to the speed and making sure Nidoking was faster. And gets to use 2 horsepowers. Both of Bolton's defenses are the same at 60. Really? I did wonder if, like... But, like... So I feel like so many electric... I feel like electric Pokemon tend to be, like, physically weaker, but then specially... Not necessarily specially bulky, but just, like, physically weak. Oh, here's the Future Sight. Okay, well, guys, don't worry. Future Sight's gonna hit in 2 turns. Okay, sorry. I would have used a Max Flare if I'd have realized, but... Both its attacks are 90. I think I did know its attacks are the same. Oh, Bluminic. Bluminic, Poppy, what you doing? What you doing, Poppy? Okay. Right, and the storm rages on. Oh, so close! So close. Right, here's the Instruct. We got Hope High Horsepower hits. I know I'm jinxing it by saying it. Okay, but it hits. Well done, everyone. Very nice work. Very nice indeed. Indeed. So we want to catch this. I gotta remember I'm not mashing the B button just yet. Poppy, no! But, yes. Okay. Okay. Right, Bolt Tundra's caught. Right, so I am good in the hood, and so is Gage. Oh, Poppy's switching! Okay, well, let's leave her, because she probably will use Helping Hand. Now, she might use it on Oranguru, but I say let's take the chance. She might also use Charm, which wouldn't be that bad, actually. I won't lie. So, yeah. I am going to go with Overheat right away here. If you want to, like, instruct me to use Overheat twice, we can go for that. I mean, 2 Overheats are better than none, I guess. Better than her immediately dying to a Grass move. I mean, it is a high critical hit Grass move that a Boltund would absolutely probably die to, but still. But better that she's less likely to die to it. Whilst using nasty plot and fit, because that's one thing about the computers, isn't it? It's not just the Pokemon's matchups; it's how well the computers know how to use their moves. So Slowking is terrible because they use nasty plot and Future Sight, and that's awful. But like, if you had a Pokemon like Palpitoad would be really good on a computer because it knows Scald, Bounce, Earth Power, and Echoed Voice. So like, it's gonna be attacking, and if one of its attacks are like super effective, it probably will go for some stab. So yeah. Right, here's the Helping Hand. Oh, yes! Poppy did it! She did it! Oh my gosh. Okay, right, Air Cutter, no flinching or anything. I know that's Air Slash, but Air Slash! Right, here's the Max Flare. Kadoosh. Okay, that's a good start. We just need Overheat to, like, hit here. We just need Overheat to hit here, and we've won. Okay, Oranguru's going with Psychic because it's faster. Well done for using Psychic, not Psyshock. And Special Defense. Okay, this is Mega KO. This is a Mega KO. The sun is up, Helping Hand, and a Special Defense down. I love how, can I just say, team, that felt like real teamwork there. I love how everyone who like attacked before me used a move that then helped my move become more powerful. So like Nidoking set up the sun, Boltund used Helping Hand, Onlera got the Special Defense down with Psychic. Mwah. Teamwork makes the dream work. Well done, Team 2. We made it through very nicely. We felt like a well-oiled machine. Agreed. So there we go. Though we did learn if you use Future Sight, you can do it first and then boost your stats. Yeah! Yeah, which, again, that seems very counter-intuitive, really. But it's not counterproductive. It's counterintuitive, but it's not counterproductive. Because that's actually pretty neat. So, okay. So Slowking is not shiny, unfortunately. Oranguru is also not shiny. What in the name of Nelly is going on here? But I tell you what, I do need these last two. I do need a shiny Boltund. That's not shiny. But I do also need a silver thingied Cortana. No! Oh, dang it. At least we do have a girl team. That's something at least. Right, Slowking is a no king. Oranguru is... You can't spell Oranguru without... Nah. Boltund. You can't spell Boltund without bow. But it's a different spelling than my kind of bow, but you gotta take the wins a bit. No, you can't spell Boltund without no. But Kartana is also, you can't spell Kartana, more like Kartar. Nah. Okay. So. But yes, Slowking. Yeah, so do. Okay, so no sparkles, no sparkles. Oh, a modest Slowking. I'm gonna go for that then. Yeah, okay. Oh, hang on. What neutral nature, serious nature? Okay. That's like mild. Yeah. Mild, lonely, modest. I'm going to go with the modest Slowking. That's actually really good. I tell you what. I might transfer this Slowking into my Pokemon Scarlet, because I've been saying I want, like, a Slowking. Yeah, I'm going to transfer this Slowking into my Pokemon Scarlet. Because I was saying I want to trade up as a Slowking. That has a set similar to my Slowbro, but then has the special defensive bulk. So yeah, okay, chat, we have a plan. We have a plan. I'm going to just write on my notepad, Slowking to Scarlet. Captain Scarlet. Does anyone know Captain Scarlet? Is that a reference anyone understands? And then, sorry, I'm just writing a bajillion notes in my notebook as they come up. Okay. So chat. Slowking has been sent to a boss. More like a no king. Right, welcome back. Would you like us to keep a record of where you found your Kartana? Yes, I would. Okay. Chat, my lovely chat. It is time to figure out who can do a Tapu Bulu. So chat, if you can do a Tapu Bulu and you are interested in fighting a Tapu Bulu and you would like to fight a Tapu Bulu with me, Bo, then what I need you to do is, could you please say in big capital letters, strike? And then could you say the number of times you have played today, either strike 0 or strike 1. I don't think we've had anyone who's played twice, if I'm correct. And then say, I can do Tapu Bulu. And thank you very much. Ready, set, bow, all that lovely stuff. And Sky, you're going to play Genshin because your brain is a bit too frazzled now to play. That's okay, Sky. That's perfectly understandable. Make sure you, lie down, have some water, and go impact some Genshins. That's how you play the game, right? Okay. Kieran was just on screen. Okay. So let's see. Cuba, and on Lara can go. Do. Okay, so do we have a third person who can do a Bulu? That is the question. Chat, here's a fun fact for you. I said this week that things were... Okay, Presto can do a Bulu in a minute. Okay, we'll wait a minute for Presto whilst I... Oh, chat, I have two things. Two things I'll say. Hang on, so on Lara, Kiba, and Presto. Oh, I need to actually add Kiba. To the left. There we go. And Kiba. Kiba, it's a name you should know. So chat, here's a quick fun fact. I said to you guys about I had loads and loads of auditions this week, and I'm really not kidding. This week, I was pretty close. This week, I almost had the same amount of auditions that I had in the entirety of April. So all the auditions I had in April, I almost had the same amount that I did in all of April, this random, you know, past week in July, which is, to quote my friend Ryan Bartley, wild. And they were also like quite long as well. Like a lot of auditions can be, you know, a lot of auditions can be quite short, like 30, 45 seconds, maybe a minute. All these were like really long things, so they you know, it takes a long time. Like the longer the finished audio file, the longer it takes to produce and record. So okay, Presto is ready. Excellent. Okay, so let's go on the Ycom. Let's make sure we are connected to the internet. Would you like to anyway embark upon a Dynamax adventure? Yes, I would. And then what we're going to do is you guys are going to select anything goes, but I'm going to select Tapu Bulu. And we're going to get our Black Bull today. So let's do this thing. We're going to go 0713 and then 1455. 0713 1455. And that's the code. Ready, set, bow. Here we go. But chat, can I ask you a question? I think I've talked about this as well. Right, so on Lara, Kiba, and Presto. On Lara, Kiba, Presto, do 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 do. Will it be Odachi or will it be Shirido? Okay. Shirido. Excellent. Lovely. You love to see it. I'm keeping Ivysaur if it's there. Yes, this time. See, that's the annoying thing, Presto. You had the perfect Pokemon for a Bulu last time, like a poison type with Sludge Bomb. So poison is super duper mega amazing against Tapu Bulu, but then also fire, ice, flying, and steel are good because it's a Fury type Pokemon. It has grass and fighting moves, and we also believe Megahorn, although you won't see Megahorn listed on some websites, but we can't remember. Toxtricity doesn't have a poison move, though, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, do just keep in mind, like, grass and fighting and maybe bug. Although that does mean Toxtricity is okay. I think I'm still going to get the Toxtricity just because it's kind of useful, but maybe if I get a chance to switch, I'll switch. Frostlass is great. Rotom isn't terrible. It does resist. It is immune to a superpower, at least. Linoon's not ideal. And Relicanth is just bad. I would say Rotom is definitely... Oh, okay. Right, we definitely need to get rid of the Relicanth and the Linoon, because they are not very good. Oh, okay, Piloswine... Oh, hang on, what was the ice to the right? No, so much stuff. Oh, gosh, there's way too much stuff there. Hang on. Oh, Tentacruel! Oh, no, never mind, Tentacruel's a poison type. Okay, let's go for Tentacruel, and then there is Sandslash. Sandslash is good. And then... the Dreadnought or the Golurk, we can just go for whatever's like the most super effective thing. We're probably going to have a bunch of ice types and stuff, so maybe Golurk. Kiba. If you get this Tentacruel, that would be awesome, because it would boost the special attack of Frostlass and myself and whoever else. But Rotom is slightly terrible due to Woodhammer and Hornleech. Well, I mean, that's only neutral, though. That's not any different than, say, like, Linoon. I mean, and Linoon is, like, weak to superpower, so... I mean, Rotom's, like, no worse than... I mean, Rotom basically is better than Linoon and Relicanth, because at least it doesn't have the weakness. But if Kiba gets this Tentacruel, then it doesn't matter. Relicanth is actually quite nice against Tentacruel, so this works pretty well, to be honest. And then, yeah. Okay. Oh, we did just beat a boss, so if you have not yet clicked the video, please click like on the video. Also, Midnight Wolf, hi. I didn't say hi to Midnight Wolf. I meant to do that. Okay. Bulu has great physical attack. I know, but again, like, again, like, Linoon or Relicanth aren't really again, they're not any better. Well, Relicanth is quite physically good, I think, maybe defensively. But again, it's �4 weak to grass, so like it doesn't matter unless its defense is like over 4 times as good as Rotom's. Rotom's like not like a frail thing, like as such. It's still pretty nifty. Again, I'm not trying to argue that Rotom is like good against a Bulu. There's just a comment that like I can't even remember the comment now that got me on this, but it was just basically. But it's just Rotom isn't like some egregiously bad choice or anything against a Bulu. It's a Pokemon we'd rather switch. But if we went into a battle with a Tapu Bulu and you had a Rotom on your side, you'd be like, well, I can use Will-O-Wisp and I can use Hex, or oh, I can use Max Phantasm, or like it wouldn't be that bad. You wouldn't be like, oh crud, we've got a Rotom. Whereas if we had a Relicanth, we'd be like, oh crud, we've got a Relicanth. Like, but it doesn't matter because we've got the Tentacruel now. And yeah, so this will use a Poison Jab or a Max Ooze. It won't be it won't necessarily be the strongest Max Ooze ever, but it will help out like Frostlass and Toxtricity and whoever we switch Linoon for. But yeah, if we do Sherido, Relicanth for Tentacruel, this will be really nice. Yeah, there we go. No, Presto. Oh gosh, that was scary. Don't want to get rid of Linoon yet. But yeah, Sand, so now we can get rid of the Linoon. Sandslash is good. And then if we go against the Golurk, that'll be good. Base 130 defense of Relicanth, Rotom's at 70. 77 is not a bad defense. That is, Kevin! Surprise! Sorry, I'm just reading other chat as well. But Kevin, lovely to see you. That is a surprise. You said you. Why did you lie to me, Kevin? But yeah. But 77 is nothing to scoff at, like defensively. That's almost as good as a Glalie. And it's better than Frostlass. I'll put it that way. It's better than Frostlass. So Dynamax if you've got it, because we need it. And then yeah, so if Presto does a Linoon for Sandslash switch here, that will be really, really good. And then you got home from the con early. Slash you went early. Either you went early, left early, or both. I don't know. I do remember that years and years. Well, when I was like a kid, I went to like visit a football stadium, and it was when like we had a bunch of family visiting, but it was like. There was like the special tour of the stadium that I got in on and I wanted to do. And so me and my dad went. But I remember we like left really, really early, and by the time we were like kind of done, we sort of got done by like in sort of like the middle of the day, and there was like nothing left to do, and we were like, should we just like go? We might be able to like make it home and see the family visiting and stuff like that. And we made it home in time for dinner. Like we still were able to have dinner with everyone. And the mugs we brought home from that stadium lived in our cupboard for a long time, but I think they did ultimately each get smashed and die. So there you go. You got to meet Whoa, Kevin, you got to meet the voice of the Flaming Mortars. You got to meet Eric Stewart. Oh, everyone shut up. Kevin's going to tell us all about this. That's so cool. Kaz, hello. Oh, baby doll eyes. Okay. That's pretty good actually. Linoon doesn't have a whole lot to hit Sandslash with, so that's not a bad thing. But oh no, Linoon, no. So that's really cool though, Kevin. I like that. Rising voltage, more like a rising voltage. Did you tell him that every single day, minus Wednesdays and Saturdays, you watch someone who perpetually goes, the Flaming Mortars? Okay. Oh, okay. Hang on. We're getting some speed boosts here. 2468. That cheer was great. That's very cool. It was a short encounter, but he was nice, and of course you had him summon Team Rocket Friend. That's very cool. Right, Sandslash is weak. Weak, bruv. Weak. So yeah, and then so Linoon Switch for the Sand Slash. That'll be good. And Mario Kart Dash something. I don't know. Oh, chat. Oh, no, I remember the two things I was going to say. Hang on. Chat. I have a question for you. And I need to ask this on my social media as well, I think. Chat. What is up with Royal Kingdom? That is my question that I pose to you. What is up with Royal Kingdom? What is the story behind Royal Kingdom? It leaves me asking many questions, but which is basically why I can bundle them all into one question, which is, what is up with Royal Kingdom? Because I'm very confused about Royal Kingdom. Forced Evasion! Hello! Oh, that's really cool, Kevin. That's really cool. And if no one knows what I'm talking about, I can explain why in a second. But do you guys know what I'm talking about when I talk about Royal Kingdom? Or at least, like, have you heard of it? And in particular, seen the adverts for it? Right, here we go, everyone. So, a go look, more like a no look. Here we go. Right, Toxtricity. Oh, I literally can't hit this. So you guys need to attack this for me, because I literally can't hit it. Oh dear. I'm gonna have to use Tearful Look. More like read a book. So basically, there have been yes. So Onlera has summed this up beautifully, and it explains my confusion, because I will explain further here. It's just an app that pours a lot of money into advertising. So Royal Kingdom, it's like some kind of app game that supposedly you don't need Wi-Fi to play, you don't need to, like, it's free to, you know, free to start at least. They say free to play, but I prefer the phrase free to start. Oh, Triple Axel missed! Although, does Golurk have a better physical defense or special defense? I feel like a Frost Breath might be the better move. I actually don't know, though. I feel like Golurk has good physical defense, and then its special defense is the more average one. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Oh, that game, me waiting to skip the ad. So, here's the thing. Yeah, so it's like, it's like this new game, and they advertise how it's like needs no Wi-Fi, it's like free to start, and something else as well, can't remember the third thing. But here's the thing, their advertising campaign, they are really going hard on the advertising campaign for this. And like, they have so many celebrities promoting this game, right? Like, so many celebrities. And not just, and the particular focus seems to be like people famous for comedy, like sitcoms. And they have like some of the biggest sitcom people like promoting this game. Oh, was that a crit? Yeah, of course it was. So much for all my like tearful looks. Doesn't work if you get a crit. How did Focus Punch hit? Focus Punch always hits in this mode, basically, or it's only like, I don't know if there's a thing where like if the target or if like the person targeting hits you, but Focus Punch just always hits in this. Like when they're Dynamaxed, Focus Punch just always hits. Like Solar Beam only takes one turn, Meteor Beam only takes one turn. Like when the opponents are Dynamaxed, a lot of their like gimmicky moves like still work or take only one turn. It's very annoying. Because Dynamax Pokemon cheat. Onlera once again putting it. Oh, for the love of Frostlass missing! Doesn't Hail make Frostlass's evasion better? Not the opponents? Oh my gosh. Anyway, so there we go. Well done, everyone. We want to catch everything. You don't have to keep them. Always catch them. Ash, catch them. Physical and special defense both the same at 80. Oh, okay. Well, look at me not knowing my Pokemon stats. That's interesting. But no. So, but in particular though, like sitcom people. So like the main ones, right, that immediately come to mind. They got Courtney Cox and Lisa Kudrow from Friends, people who have so much money that they do not ever need to advertise a random product ever again in their life. They are advertising this game. I don't know how they got these two, but they did. And then they got Amy Poehler, who's like the star of Parks and Recreation. She's done like 2 of them. They're like 2 different adverts with Amy Poehler. They have Johnny Galecki and Kaylee Cuoco from Big Bang Theory. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing any names incorrectly here. But Johnny Galecki, like, has kind of almost sort of like half retired from acting. Like, he left LA. Like, he hasn't like been in any like projects or anything for like several years, and like isn't in LA anymore. But they got him to advertise this game with his Big Bang Theory co-star, and they've done 2 adverts. What was the other sitcom? There's another sitcom as well. Not Brooklyn Nine-Nine, not Abbott Elementary, but like sort of something kind of recentish. Oh, Modern Family. Sofia Vergara, like she did one. And then like they've also had like Jimmy Fallon, and then is the one with why am I forgetting my basketball players? No, LeBron. Didn't LeBron do one, or am I thinking of a different thing he advertised? But like they've just got so many people, and it's like it's a brand new game, and it's like, well, if it's a brand new game, how do they have like all this money for advertising? It's to quote my friend Ryan Bartley, wild. I tell you what, do I go with a tearful? I might go for a tearful look here, just because a hyper voice isn't really gonna, like, you guys have ice moves, more like nice moves, whereas I just have hyper voice. So I might go with one tearful look here. Are you talking about that puzzle game? Yeah, the one with all the advertising. And it's just like, it's a brand new game. It's like, well then how do you have all this money? Like, how? I'm so confused. Right, here's the Max Ooze, more like a Max Booze. So, right, wood, hammer. Oh, it hung in there. Right, tearful look. I was going to say my tearful look saved Tentacruel, but I actually hadn't attacked yet. Right, avalanche. Okay, nice. That's a good turn 1, everyone. That is a good turn 1. And then so go with special attack. If you got special attacks, go with special attacks because of the Max Ooze. And yeah, I will now go with a hyper voice because it will do a ton more damage. Here we go. But yeah, I mean, there are things I could say, like hypothesize, but I don't want to, I don't want to do those things in case, like, like hypothesizing could get you in trouble. Like, I don't want to say things out loud, but it's just so weird though. It's such a big advertising campaign. And again, these are like very famous people who like do not need the money. They do, like, this is the thing that confuses me. The people they got are people who do not need the money. I mean, I know like almost like every, we're in a really big weird time where like actors just do like so many adverts and stuff these days. And it's just like even like sort of people who are like just beginning to get big, like you will see them do some kind of advert, and it's like, oh, okay. So, well done, everyone! Sorry, Team 3, I'm smiling with glee. If the money is good enough for a quick day's work. I mean, I guess if you don't have a concept of, like, money and numbers and stuff like that. But, like, and what I mean by that is just, a lot of people don't really know what a billion means. Like, we all say a billion, but not a lot of people really actually comprehend. Like, chat, here's my quick question for you. Don't get a calculator, just type your answer in, and then when I say press enter, okay? if you were making like $200,000 a year, how many years would it take for you to earn $1 billion? Because, hang on, let's see, right, Tentacruel is a no. Sandslash is also a no. Golurk is a no-lurk. And then will we get the Black Bulu? No. Ah, dang it. Dang it. But anyway, enter Kieran, probably 40 years. Oh, Small got a shiny. The Great Tusk, yes, excellent, well done. That's a good one. Great Tusk is a good one. But anyway, Bark. That's awesome. But yeah. But basically, so I don't know what your answer was. Maybe you were thinking a few decades. Maybe you were thinking a few hundred years. If you were earning $200,000 a year, which is like more than the people in Congress make, like that's a lot of money per year. You could have a nice car and a nice house and go on a good vacation or two once a year. You know, you wouldn't be able to have like a solid gold mansion, but you would be more than comfortable with $200,000 a year. You would need to work 5,000 years. And again, and I really want to put that into context because that means that basically you would need to go back like to before Jesus, you would need to go back to like when the pyramids were built and be earning 200,000 a year every year. Like think about all of history. All the history you know and were taught in schools and stuff like that. You'd basically have to be earning like $200,000 a year per year. Think of King Henry VIII. For every single one of his wives, you would have been having to earn $200,000. And like all of that to today. And that's to make 1 billion. 1 billion. Like Elon got Twitter for 44 billion. Right? Like, so is it more like 500? No, if it's 200,000, because, okay, so if you think of a million, right, a million, so like 2 million times 10 is 20 million, times 100 is 200 million, and then times like 1,000 would be 2 billion. So, no, wait, hang on, am I getting confused? Am I getting confused now? No, right, hang on, I'm going to go on my calculator. No, 5,000 times 200,000. No, that's a billion. So, but that's why people, if someone, like, has $1 billion or is a billionaire, that's why when people say $1 billion is too much money, it's like, no, that's what they mean. Like, 500 times 200,000 equal... Wait, hang on. That says 1 million. I forgot to add some zeros. I was going to say, Xander, I was very confused there. Like, I was like, you either need to add some zeros or take some zeros off of some of those numbers. 5,000... Because, okay, if you say 2 million... Like 2 million, 20 million, or if you say say 200,000, right? And then just like go in like timesing by 10, right? So 200,000, so if you go times by 10, you got 2 million, 20 million, 200 million, and then 2 billion. So, like 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000. Okay, now I'm getting confused. The point is that 5,000 times 200,000 is 1 billion. And that's too long. Even if it was 500 years. 500 years would be too long. If you had to work 500 years to get a certain amount of money, like if you had like a good salary and you worked that good salary for 500 years, that's too much money. So if you had to work 5,000 years, that's definitely too much money. Right, let's have a look at some natures. Bold, and bashful. more like belongs in the trash full. Impish, modest. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting confused now. Do I go with the modest Tentacruel or the bashful go? I'm gonna go with the bashful Golurk. Why not? So you got an A in GCSE Maths. Excellent. Shibotooth, hello. We're about to do Team 4. Team 4 galore. Okay. The things you're currently hunting for really need God Pass. Neither Lunala nor Blacephalon are hard to beat with even a half-decent team. Yeah, that's fair enough, honestly. Can we do nature guess for this great shiny tusk, please? I'm going to go either lax or gentle. Isn't trillion and quadrillion a thing? I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know if like quadrillion is the one after a trillion. A trillion is definitely too much. Trillions should be for like countries, and that's basically it. No institution in this world needs to be dealing with like trillions. Okay, let's have a quick welcome back. Would you like us to keep Tapu Bulu? Right, so let's figure out what we're going to do next, because, sorry, I'm taking some time. It's Jolly! Oh, well, that's very good, then. I like that we all went for, like, bad or average ones rather than good ones. Okay, so chat. Oh, for the love of Nelly, can this computer do things a little bit faster, please? It should be law for the stupidly rich to donate to good causes. It should, shouldn't it? Again, if you said, right, like, if you have, like, $1 billion in, like, cash or assets, everything over that you have to, like, donate, like, 99% of it to. You'd still be insanely wealthy. So that's why people save this stuff, because just mathematically, it's... Okay, but anyway, Bog. Could we please, could you guys please, so here are the wild card tickets I need. I am on the lookout for Nihilego, Buzzwole, Celesteela, and/or Stack Attacker. Okay? So yeah, could you please right now say strike, let me know what tickets you have, and then in brackets afterwards, if you don't have any of those tickets, let me know if you can do them, okay? So, even better, there should be balances in place before it gets there. That, yeah, that's the more ideal thing, isn't it? That's kind of the thing. There are, like, different layers to these, to some things where it's like, we should not, yeah, it's sort of like, yes, we could do this, but we should kind of just do this instead to make sure that we don't even get to that point. And yeah, that is the true and better thing. Let's see. Okay, nobody has... Okay, Kevin has the tickets of Buzzwole and Celesteela. Can we do a Buzzwole with Kevin? Or maybe we could do Celesteela. If people are... Oh, Forced Evasion. Got gifted a Switch 2 several days ago. Nice. I've been playing Mario Kart World. You finished Scarlet on Switch 1 and might get Violet to start fresh on Switch 2. Ooh, did somebody say lax? I did. Or gentle. And then Kieran has Nihilego. I tell you what, could we have Sky on Lara and Kevin for like Celesteela? And then maybe we could either do, like, Buzzwole or Nihilego afterwards or something like that. Because this is, like, a rare on Lara day. Like, we're not going to get to play with on Lara again for a few days. So I want to kind of give on Lara, like, the Strike 3 here. So could we do, like, Sky on Lara and Kevin? And then... boop-ba-doop. But yeah, and then what we'll do, hang on, so Sky on Lara, Kevin. Oh, hang on, I need to put Kevin on the left. To the left. Where's Kevin? There we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so Team 4, Celesteela galore, 3 strikes and then you're out for 4 days. Exactly, that's the spirit. But there we go, internet. Actually, so speaking of strikes and stuff like that, for people who don't know, my favorite book, although I haven't read it for a long time, and I loaned my copy to someone else, but it's like been such a long time that I don't really know like how to ask for it back. But I do want to ask for it back because that particular copy of the book, like I have a lot of like sentimentality for it. Like it's not just like a copy of the book. Like there are like, you know, things about the actual physical book where it's like, oh, that brings back memories and stuff. And so I don't want to like give up like that copy of the book. But anyway, Bark. Kevin has set up a code. It's in the chat. So let's see what Kevin has decided for us. 07130907. But that's the thing. I read Moneyball though back in England, so it's kind of like, oh, well, how did this random English guy like read the baseball book? Are you like a massive baseball fan? It's like, not really. I mean, I like baseball, but like I don't know all the teams or all the players or anything like that. Oh, Celesteela, it's weak to fire and electric. Okay, so fire and electric, and that's about it really. It does have steel moves, so watch out for the Frostlass, I guess. But I don't know. Oh gosh, this is... I don't know who to go for. Okay, I'm gonna go for Frostlass just because it's sort of like it's just like a good Pokemon, and then I will switch it for something fire or electric along the way. But anyway, Moneyball's like my favorite book, but there's this passage. Oh, Talonflame. There is an electric to the right. I think it's Galvantula. I'd probably rather have Talonflame than, although it does have Smackdown, doesn't it? That's not great. But again, Smackdown's good against Galvantula, so, doesn't Crustle has Rock Tomb, doesn't have Smackdown. I'm still gonna go for Talonflame, because Weezing has Flamethrower, so we could, like, set up the sun and help out Weezing. Anyway, Bark, Moneyball. There is a passage in Moneyball that I really like, and basically it talks about I can't remember, it sort of talks about like a hypothetical scenario, right? So picture like a baseball field, picture a baseball match, picture a guy who's like sort of in the outfield, right? And he's looking at the pitcher, and he's looking at the batter, the hitter, and he kind of notices the hitter like kind of move his feet about, right? Hang on. I'll go Frostbite. So he notices the hitter kind of like shuffle his feet a little, and so the hitter kind of knows, oh, he's gonna hit it in this direction. So the hitter then kind of changes, the outfielder then kind of changes his position in anticipation of the hitter hitting the ball in that direction to where he's just moved. So the outfielder kind of changes his position, the hitter hits the ball, the fielder is sort of positioned perfectly, the ball goes straight to him, he throws it to first base, and the guy only gets to first base, right? Pretty boring stat, but from people in the audience's perspective, it's probably quite like a boring play. Like, oh, hitter hits the ball, it goes straight to a fielder throws it to first base, right? Pretty boring stuff. But then imagine you have a same scenario, but a different outfielder, one who doesn't notice that the hitter like shifted his feet. And so when the hitter hits the ball and it like goes off to the fielder's like say right hand side, the fielder is caught off guard and he's like, crud, oh, the ball is like almost out of reach, and he like dives for the ball and he stops the ball, and the crowd cheers, and he dives for the ball and he kind of stops it, and then he gets up and he throws it to like second base, right? But the crowd cheers because the guy dived and he stopped the ball. And so I think about that moment a lot because I think a lot of life is like that, where basically, you know, like in those two scenarios, the first outfielder is obviously like way better than the second one. You know, he understood the nuances and he positioned himself perfectly. But what he ultimately did looked less impressive. And so 07 Frostlass. Presto, you have to go. Thank you so much. Take care. Have a wonderful day. If anyone needs to leave, please click like on the video before you have to go. But yeah. And so, you know, in terms of that story I've told you, the first outfielder is obviously, like, better. You know, he kind of understood the nuances and this, that, and the other. Shall we go for the Boofy boy? Maybe we could do a switch. Like, maybe Sky could do some science here or something. Because, like, Swoobat's kind of like a take it or leave it with regards to Boofy boy. And then we could see. But yeah, people love a good spectacle, and that's kind of the thing. The second outfielder, like, didn't... Ooh, okay. Oh, okay, that's interesting. But we got two Pokemon with Sap Sipper here. That's interesting. So yeah, no grass moves. But yeah, the first person is obviously better, but like if you're just like an onlooker, you don't necessarily recognize that or see that, and therefore you don't appreciate that. But what you do like and appreciate is spectacle. And so the guy diving, like, oh, but he had to dive because he was unprepared. And I think a lot of life is kind of like that, sadly. But that moment, I feel like, says so much about life. But there are just a lot of things like that. And the reason I say that is because of, like the billionaires thing and stuff like that. And there are like a lot of things we do in this world and that like governments do that are like very sort of quote unquote like preventative. Like things like just giving like good funding to schools and to institutions like FEMA and things like that. It's like you can prevent a lot of stuff happening, you know, like if you prevent stuff from happening, it's a bit boring because like the thing then doesn't happen. Like whereas basically, you know, doing something about a homeless person, kind of like, oh, that's lovely and that looks great, but at the end of the day though, it's like, but the better thing to do is the more boring thing, which is to just make sure we have something set up where like homelessness basically never happens in the first place, is prevented. But like, you know, that's sort of boring, and so people don't appreciate that. Because, you know, like, if you prevent something from happening, you never really sort of, in some ways, get to see, like, the results of it, because you never get to see the bad thing. And I'm not saying, like, oh, we should let bad things happen and then fix them. I'm arguing the opposite of that we should never let them... Ooh, okay. Careful of the clear smogs, because I don't know if it did have any stat boosts or anything, but Strange Steam is definitely, like, the way stronger move here. John Oliver's special on American infrastructure talked about that a lot, and how it's much more press-friendly to dedicate a new bridge and to approve funding to fix an old one. Yeah, yes, perfect. Exact kind of thing I'm talking about. It's been a long time since I've watched a lot of like old John Olivers, so I can't remember them all quite as well now, unfortunately. I probably, someday I'll go back and watch them all again. Because he has like the whole episodes up on YouTube now, so someday I do want to do that. That is on my list of like things to do, but not today, unfortunately. You use clear smoke. Oh, did it boost its defense? Okay, so I got so busy talking about preventing stuff that But see, Kevin, if it had never boosted its defense in the first place, you would have never needed to use the spectacle of clear smog. And then your Weezing wouldn't have died. Like, that's the thing. Yeah, I mean, literally, if you had used Strange Steam instead of clear smog, you wouldn't have died just then. Aha! But so by trying to fix a thing, there was a spectacle, but it didn't actually save us or help us. Like, if we'd used Strange Steam, Bouffalant had enough HP left where the clear smog saved it. So now we have the spectacle of Weezing's death. So yeah, anyway. Sorry, this is all getting very mixed metaphors now, but yeah. And so that's kind of the thing with, like, you know, billionaires. We kind of do need, like, basically just a bunch of boring things in place that kind of prevent billionaires from happening, but people won't like that, and people probably like the spectacle of like, billionaires just, like, I don't know, giving away their money or having their money taken away or whatever, I don't know. But, anyway, Bark. Onlera's gonna switch because, honestly, that's not a terrible thing. Could even double switch. I don't know what we've got ahead. Crustal, Sneasel, Greedent? Do we want to go for Crustal? I feel like we want to go for Crustal. Because Azumarill is super effective against it. Wheezing can Strange Steam. More like a Strange Beam. And I can Hurricane. There is science behind it, so we could either go for Crustal or for science. On Lara, you're not going to be, like, playing for, like, 3 more days. You could do some science. But yeah. Kiba, speaking of raids, if anyone has Scarlet and Violet and is having trouble with the current Komodo raids, you have a mon with your name on it. Is it a Slowbro? Or is it something else? And then after this, I need to put that Slowking into Pokemon Home. Pokemon Home. Okay, oh, I do have Steel Wing. Huh. Hang on, I'm just going to check the speed order here. 169, nice. And then 96, which is the inverse of 69. So, not nice, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. Or the inverse of nice. Anyway, I'm going to go Steel Wing. It probably won't do that much damage, but... It's a shiny slow... Oh, well, now you're just flexing, Kiba. Now you're just flexing. That's awesome, though. Congrats. You're willing to science. You're a shiny hunter. You're used to rolling the dice. I like it on Lara. I like it. So yeah. Oh, there's a new episode of an anime you like that came out today. What's the anime? And tell us all about it. And tell us who your husbando or waifu is or whatever it is the kids talk about these days. But no, but I am interested in what it is though. Well done, everyone, by the way. We're actually doing some serious damage to this Crustal. Oh, okay. I think if we... Okay. So with the rain up, I think if I like Hurricane, and I think basically we should be able to 2-turn this. If we all just keep doing what we're doing, but I switch to Hurricane, we'll be good here. Sadly, it's only when disaster strikes that upkeep issues are thrown into spotlight, like when a bridge collapses or the power hook rusted through a cause. Yeah, exactly. And that's the annoying thing. Like, I know it's like boring to be like, oh, let's just like, you know, like let's like add, you know, let's like refresh the bolts, the nuts and bolts on this or whatever. Yes, it's boring, but it's like, to be honest, like, let's inject excitement in our lives in other ways, not catastrophic, disastrous, like tragic ones. Oh, guys, if you're a fan of Sarah, the second episode of City, the animation came out earlier today. Psst, pass it on. Okay, Smart Strike. That's pretty smart. Right, here's the Max Geyser. More like a Max Schnauzer. Oh no! Did I just hang in there? No! Oh no, the dice. The dice. It was a low roll. Man, if I had a nickel for every time one of our moves, if I had a nickel for every time the Pokemon had a teeny bit of health left and then did a big amount of damage to someone on our side, maybe he's on our side, then like I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice in this adventure. That's the thing, what is it with the 1 HP surviving and then dishing out a ton of damage? It's just... Toilet Bound, Hanako-kun. You really love the manga, and Season 2, episode... Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool. I like it. Oh, I need to have water, sorry. If only we had a number on that to see if it's exactly 1 HP. I think that one probably actually was, based on just how low the bar was, but I could be wrong. Oh, okay, not switch. Oh no, but you're gonna go first. I still would have switched for Crustle anyway, just because it's so because of how pointless it is to switch for a Crustle. But science, science, science. Here we go. What should be 2 HP? Okay. Right, rental. Here we go. Let's do some potato science. Oh, Dracloak. Okay. I mean, it's fine. It has Will-O-Wisp and Shadow Ball, I guess. And Assurance. I mean, I'd say Shadow Ball's the way to go here, isn't it? But it's fine. It's not the best, but... Okay, it's fine. This is the most, like, science ever, really. It's like, that's... I mean, I can't really... It doesn't levitate, so Earthquake doesn't really... I think it's just very neutral here to, like, everything Celesteela has. Okay, here we go, everyone. I'm going to set up the Flamethrower. Apologies to Azumarill, who is not going to be able to do anything to this after I set up the sun. But Wheezing and myself can take this, right? Better hope Celesteela does not use Smackdown on Talonflame. I know. That is the one thing I fear. But again, the path was poor. Like, and even if we had Galvantula, Galvantula wouldn't really be that much better. It's still weak to rock. It's not double weak, but the thing with at least Talonflame is definitely going to be faster, I hope. Right, here we go. I do need to do more Pokemon Scarlet, like, box sorting, but I've just gotten really into... So, chat, I was going to say, I don't think I said about this earlier, or maybe I said... I don't know, forgive me if I started saying about this the other day, I'm not sure. But here's a quick funny story. Oh, gosh, that did nothing! That was super effective, and it did nothing! Oh, that's not good. Right, Shadow Ball. How good is Celesteela's attack versus special attack? Definitely a special attacker. Right, Leech Seed. Azumarill? Yes! Yes, it actually went for Azumarill! Yes! Okay. Oh no, that actually... Oh no, that Max Flare did do a lot. I thought that did less than that, but okay. I couldn't see the health bar properly. I thought, okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's not a problem. Okay, here's the Max Flare. This will do more this time, so that's good. Oh, wow, is it 101 physical and 107 special? Okay, well, everyone uses them with special attacks. Pretty much, I'd say. That's interesting. I did not realize that was that close. But chat, so as you've seen on my Switch home screen, I've been playing New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, which is not at all a bit of a clumsy name, but nevertheless. I mean, they didn't really have anything else they could call it, but you know what I mean. But basically, like, I beat the game. I beat the Luigi U as well. Okay, there's the Leech Seed. More like a Leech Bleed. Oh gosh. Does Wheezing have 1 HP? How much HP does Wheezing have? That's gotta be 1. That's gotta be 1. That looks like it's dead. That looks like it's dead. Right, Max Flare. You have 3. Oh my gosh. I can't even see anything. There's literally nothing there. I can't see a shred of red. Anyway, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Beat the game, beat the Luigi, but there's also the challenge mode. And I was thinking, like, back on the Wii U, I was like, I think I got, like, I think I beat the challenge mode back in the day. I think I did play it, and I think I did get the gold medal on everything. Because it has all these, like, little challenges, and they have, like, bronze, silver, and gold medals kind of thing. So if there's, like, a time trial, there'll be, like, if you beat it in this time, you get, like, a gold medal. If you beat it a bit slower, you get a silver medal. And if you beat it a bit slower than that, you get a bronze medal. So I was like, oh, I think I, like, did all these on the Wii U. I think I did gold medal all these. So I'll probably, like, spend a day doing this, and I'll probably gold medal them. So I kind of was, like, playing through. But, like, some of these time trial challenges were, like, quite tough, and I had to do a bunch of them, like, say, several times, you know, like, and some of them really required, like, a lot of perfection. Like, you cannot have a single slip-up, otherwise you will be too slow and you'll get a silver medal. So, I was just like, oh, Lily, hello, Lily, back from Billy. That's really cool. So I was just kind of like, why are these challenges are actually quite challenging. Like, I could still do them, but I was spending a lot of time doing them, and I was like, I feel like if I sort of slowly began to realize, I was like, okay, if I, like, had gone through these on the Wii U, and I had to grind some of these challenges, as much as I'm having to do, if I, like, had to take as many attempts as I am sort of taking, I feel like I would remember that. Like, I feel like I would walk away from Mario Bros. U being like, oh, there are some really tough challenges in the challenge mode. I remember just kind of plowing through. And I began to realize that I don't think I actually got the gold medal on everything. I just did everything and, like, completed it. So as long as I got a bronze medal, that was good enough for, like, the me from 10 years ago. And I realized the mistake I had made, because I had been, like, gold medaling all these challenges, and, like, they are insane. They're, like, some of the they're like the toughest Mario has ever been. And I realized the mistake I had made, and that I was then too late and in too deep, and I'm trying to keep up above in my head, and I'm scared of going under. But anyway, Buck, Talonflame is a no. Bouffalont is not a boofy boy. Crustle is regularly coloured. But will we get a white bamboo Celesteela? No. Oh, the drought continues. The drought continues. Let's see, special defense speed. That's sassy, right? Yeah, sassy. Oh, lonely. He's Mr. Lonely. There it is! You lax Crustle. And then careful. Yeah, careful. So which of these do I want? I guess the Lonely Boofy Boy? I'll go for the Lonely Boofy Boy. Thank you, Mr. Boofy Boy. I am going for the drought record. Watch out, Xander. What will happen? Will I break my... Will my drought end, or, like, who... Or will Xander get a shiny legendary? Post your answers in the chat. Okay. Are there any older records? No. Okay. So, Kevin, do you fancy hosting a Buzzwall? And if so, who is around to help me do a Buzzwall? I knew the exact emoji. Like, it's really weird. That emoji didn't load for a second from Xander, but I knew exactly which emoji it was going to be. Like, being as familiar with Xander's vernacular as I am these days. But yeah, chat. So if Kevin does a Buzzwall, who would like to do a Buzzwall? If you are here and if you are around and able to do a Buzzwall, now is the time to let me know. Please do not delay. Do not take any time. Don't wait for other people or anything. Okay, so we've got Kieran and Akiba. No, you're okay. We don't need to worry about Ready, Set, Bow when we, like, get to this point. Again, because basically, here's the thing. I know at, like, the beginning I sort of say the Ready, Set, Bow, but if I say, like, you know, like, let me know, like, period, like, let me know, end of sentence, or so let me know what you can do. Like, if I say stuff like that, that means I do want you guys to know. It's just when we had issues early in the days, I would be like, right, chat, here's what we're gonna do, okay? You're gonna write strike, and then you're gonna say I can do, and then you guys would, like, just start doing it. I'd be like, whoa, hold on, because at the beginning of the stream, that's when you have the most people, and when you need, like, all the messages to be together. Like, you know, because that's when it's like, we've got, like, 3 different Pokemon, we're trying to see who can do what, whereas if I'm just saying who can do Buzzwall, that's, like, more manageable, you know. But it's just at the beginning of the streams, when and you know, earlier on in the strike streams, when people would do that, like, if people would just come into chat at the beginning and be like, I can do anything, or yeah, I can do Zapdos today, or whatever, it's like, well, hold on, guys, I'm doing the intro, you know. It needs to be when I'm, like, clearly, like, ready for it. So you guys are good, don't worry. The holding the horses at the beginning of the stream thing. So, I mean, still don't do it too early. You know, don't do it when I'm on the screen, like, looking at which legendary. Like, do wait for me to say, Like, so what you're going to do is you're going to say strike, da-da-da, but then once we get to that, like, when we're, like, in the middle of the stream and we're, like, asking about one particular Pokemon or whatever, then it's more manageable and stuff like that, so, and again, sometimes I do forget to say the magic phrase, but I feel like it's quite obvious when I'm like, right, so guys, let me know in the chat what you can do. Like, that's it kind of thing. But it's just when I'm like still doing my sort of spiel, or when I'm like still doing the intro or whatever, or when I'm saying hi to people, it's just that's when it was annoying. So anyway, Buck. So I think we could have Kevin, Kieran, Kiba, the Special K team. After that, let the horses run free. So there could still be times, like, if we have, like, quite an egregious, you know, like, okay, I don't know, like, basically, I would say beginning of the stream and beginning of the wild card section, maybe. Because with the wild card, it's, like, that's when, like, there's a lot of coordination. I would say the beginning of the stream and then beginning of the wild card section. Once we get past that, that's when it's kind of like, you know, so like Team 1 and Team 4 are like the most important ones, where it's like you do need to, everyone needs to like post together. But yeah. Oh, Shiny Paw Me for Small Shiny Guy. That's excellent. Congrats. But yeah, Kiba, Kevin, Kieran, please connect to the YCOM. Please come on down. And then we're gonna say anything goes. And similarly, like if you're like hosting and you're typing in a code, wait for me to at least start talking to the scientist. You know, like because again, right then I'm still talking or whatever. So, but like once I'm talking to the scientist, that's when you kind of know it's like, okay, he's like, you know, pretty much he's like, you know, getting ready now. 07130927. That's the code. 07130927. Ready, set, bo. Let me know. That's the code. Here we go. Bo, all that, say all that stuff. And then when we get Shirido, we got Seiyo, we got Bo, we got Shirido, and Kevin. No, I'm kidding. Could be Odachi, you never know. Seiyodachi. Oh, it is Odachi, there we go. There you go. Oh no, Xander's doing the farting horses. Farting horses. Okay, so, Blossom, Magneton, Vanillish. Oh yeah, this is Buzzwole, isn't it? So it's super duper mega weak to flying, but then fairy, fire, and, psychic are good. So Weezing's amazing. Weezing is like really, 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 really good. Trying to think which of these is like the best. Which one? I'm gonna go for Magneton just because it's probably like sort of the best all. Oh, Torkoal. Yes. Okay. But yeah, Magneton. Yeah, we want to switch Magneton. And then maybe Blossom if we can. But that's just if there's like anything really good. Helping Hand on Blossom could be really good to like help out Torkoal. I did see Fire on the right though. Oh, Flurry on. That's pretty cool. And then we could, like, beat Sceptile as, like, a warm-up. Or the Perrserker. Oh, I do need Shiny Perrserker. I do need Shiny Perrserker, though. I might do a double switch here as well. Just because Magneton is weak to Flurry on. So, rare Sceptile appearance. Yes, that's true. So we could go Sceptile or Perrserker. I would kind of rather the Perrserker, because I have Shiny Sceptile. But we'll see whatever's like best for the team. More like a dream. I will just say Blossom has a super effective move. No, it doesn't. Ignore me. I'm being a ding dong. Actually, Sceptile does have a super effective move against Blossom. So there you go. That's my reasoning. Right, Flash Cannon. Again, if Scarlet and Violet... on my like Instagram memories or something the other day, I did have it was like a year since they did the Pikachu event. I can't believe that's been a year. But like a year since they did like the, you know, Pikachu, Raichu, and Alolan Raichu event. So it's been like a year since I've had a shiny Alolan Raichu, which is, to quote my friend Ryan Bartley, wild. Can't believe that. But, like, now would be a great time to do that Meowth outbreak. I'm just saying, Game Freak. But then again, I guess they've still got, like, a year and a half until Gen 10, so maybe they need to spread it out, but... Like, just do the Meowth outbreak. Do the Meowth outbreak. They better do that. Like, we had better not get to Gen 10 without an event for, like, Berserker and Alolan Persian. Like, being able to be shiny. Like, if they do not do that, that is a huge missed opportunity. Again, they did it with Pikachu. They've done, like, Eevee events. Like Meowth is kind of like the third one after those, I feel like. Like, I don't mean, like, if there was, like, a third Pokemon Let's Go game, it would have a Meowth in. But I feel like, in, like, every game, right, and this might not be the case forever, but in every game, and I do, if I had video editing skills, I would make a YouTube short about this. Like, it's, like, the 5 Pokemon who you can expect to see in, like, every Pokemon generation. It's, like, but, like, you're always going to get Pikachu, because, like, he's the mascot, and you're going to get Eevee, because Eevee's, like, the sort of second mascot. But, like, Meowth is, like, in there, too. Like, they always have Meowth. Again, probably because of Team Rocket. Like, and again, I don't know whether they'll keep Meowth forever, now that, like, Team Rocket are, like, no longer in the anime, blah, blah, blah. But, like, still. Meowth is a big deal. They gave it a Gigantamax. Again, Pikachu, Eevee, Meowth. Gigantamax. Non-evolved, not fully evolved, but Gigantamax. So again, they, and those alternate forms are, like, programmed into the game. Like, Alolan Raichu isn't programmed into Legends Arceus, but Alolan Meowth is programmed into Scarlet and Violet. I mean, you do get one. You can get one in the game, like, as a gift. And same with the Berserker, I believe. But, like, or, with, like, Galarian Meowth. But nevertheless, like, we need an event where you can catch them and get them a shiny. I'll make the sandwiches again. Luckily, no cherry tomato sandwiches, but, like, some nice smoked fillet or whatever it is for dark types, and like a big burger sandwich, extra burgers for the steel sandwich. But yeah. Imagine a Pokemon game without Pikachu. It looks at white and black and white. Yeah, no, I mean, true. But it's in the post-game. It kind of counts. Sort of. Ish. Right, Mist. More like a list. I hope we still have more than half a year. No, we will. Gen 10's not going to be this year. I think that... I know that Arceus releases in October, and the Switch 2 is now out. But they're not gonna, like, cramming. They're not gonna cram in Gen 10 this year, and it will be November, or October or November of next year, probably November, but, like, October, November next year is when we'll get, because that's, like, for the anniversary as well. Like, next year is, like, the anniversary year. We're getting them next year. The earliest will be, like, summer, like May, maybe. Get it? May, maybe. Okay. Oh, baby doll eyes. Dang it. Oh, this is really annoying, because Flareon has Flash Fire, so Torkoal can, like, only use, like, Rapid Spin here. Actually, are we going to be able to beat this in 3 turns? Oh, I hope so. Because, yeah, normally this would be the point where I'd say, oh, use Burning Jealousy, because with the Sun and Stab, but, like, you can't with Flash Fire, so... Okay, I need to keep using Snarl with those special boosts. I think we just have to hope that we can keep getting boosts here. But yeah, Torkoal can't do anything. Torkoal needs to keep attacking. Maybe Blossom. I don't know if, like, Helping Hand or... I mean, Helping Hand probably is still the best thing here. But watch Crammon be summoned. Oh, no, I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking, maybe this will work. Right, here we go. All right, Max Ooze. More like a Max Booze. Oh, if Flareon uses Burning Jealousy on us, and it's like whilst we're doing a Max Ooze, we are so screwed. We are so screwed. But yeah, no, that's the thing. Torkoal is, like, useless here. If Wheezing had neutralizing gas, it would work, but it doesn't. If we had the other Wheezing, this would work, but yeah. Right, Helping Hand. We need, like, some crits here or something. Snarl. No. Special attack down. Rapid Spin. That was a crit, right? Yep, of course the Rapid Spin gets a critical hit. Dang it. Oh, Max Strike. Torkoal, no. Did it hang in there? It hung in there, right? Yes. Nicely done. Right, we need like a crit max ooze here. Oh no, that still wouldn't have worked, but I was gonna say unless the game pulls some kind of trick like giving Flareon a crit on us, but wasn't meant to be. Okay. So at least now you can use. I think you have to use Strange Steam here or something because I don't think you wanna. You Clear Smog is gonna like remove the snarls, and you don't want to do that. I think you do want to go with a Strange Steam here. Right, Snarl. That's not powerful enough. I wonder if Assurance would have been better. Right, Rapid Spin. How is Torkoal faster? Oh, because it's getting speed boost. Never mind, ignore me. I forgot it's been getting a little speed boost. I forget Rapid Spin does that. Right, oh no, the stats. The Burning Jealousy. Oh gosh, that did so much damage. So much damage. Someone crit, Flare crits. That's not what I meant! Exactly, that's what I was terrified of. Growing stronger. Okay, Clear Smog. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, okay. Well done, everyone. Nice work indeed, indeed. Okay, well, let's... Okay, so with regards to the Sceptile versus Berserker debate, we need to have a look at where the berries are, because if there are berries, we need to go that direction, okay? Not, I mean, if there's berries for, like, anything other than those two, like, no. But just if one of those two has berries, we need to, like, pick that one. Oh, no, am I double switching? Yeah, no, I'm double switching, aren't I? So, this is fine. So at least that solves some of the HP problem. But it would be nice if we could sort out the Wheezing and Blossom. Sky, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy your Genshining and other things. Oh, there is a backpacker. I'm going for Berserker because there's a backpacker. I'm sorry. I'm just going to do it. If we go for Sceptile, it's fine, but I am going to go for the backpacker. Because I think we do want the items. We've got to hope for some lumberries. Berries! The lumberries. So, yes. Lumberries, fairly lumberries. They'll heal you up for a quarter of HP. Lumberries, lots of lumberries. Right, okay. Doo-doo. But yeah, so I don't think... Gen 10 will definitely come next year for like the 30th anniversary. And the middle of the year is like the earliest it would arrive. But I wouldn't be surprised if they wait for like their holiday release, which is what they like to do. I don't know why Arceus. I don't know why AZ is like October rather than November, but maybe they're doing that just to like, I don't know, kind of make a bit of a statement or something that like, hey, this is ever so slightly different. But yeah. I still say Fairy Lumberry should have stopped after season 3. I thought, wasn't it like more... I thought, on a serious note, I thought Fairly Odd Parents was a more consistent show. I thought like it had more strong seasons than like SpongeBob did, but maybe I'm remembering wrong. Right, there's the Fairy on. And by the way, and Kiba has the power. Right, Amnesia. I was a bit worried. That was like the one thing about Berserker that it does like to use that, but that's okay. Right, here's the Max Flare. More like a Max Hair. Ooh, was that a crit? No, that just did that much damage. Dang, son. That was nice. To be honest, you pulled a number out your butt. Well, you better start eating some more fiber and eat some better numbers along with it, Kevin. Okay. But there we go. Berserker going deja vu. More like deja vu. But yes, we do not want this Berserker. We just wanted to beat it mercilessly. And then we're gonna get our backpackers. So yeah, if Blossom or Whinging are able to get Lumberries, that would be pretty awesome. Otherwise, well, an attack item. Again, Blossom needs some kind of like support item. If not a berry, and then Whinging could do with like something more offensive. I'm gonna go with a Shell Bell. Because why not? So should you even bother to Oh, because we passed on a turn. Oh, you got the Citrus Berry. I wouldn't Dynamax. I wouldn't Dynamax, to be honest. I would just like I would like Helping Hand, like myself or Torkoal, to be honest. Because like the sun is up and we've got fire moves. And I wouldn't go with like Inferno. Inferno's unreliable. Just like Burning Jealousy is fine here. Yeah, so I forgot that our Dynamax passed on. So well done for reminding me, because I do get distracted. But yeah, I think let's just like, you know, Helping Hand the firepower, either Torkoal or Flareon, whichever is better. Whinging can use just Strange Steam. Even with the sun up, Strange Steam is still a better move. Well, actually no. I think actually with the sun up, both of these are about the same. So Flamethrower is actually a bit better because it's more accurate. So Whinging can go either way actually. But I still think you probably want to help out one of the fire types. Okay, Taunt. Okay, it's using it on Whinging. If he used it on Blossom, that would have been funny, but... Right, Burning Jealousy. Oh my gosh, that just did like a third. Right, Strange Steam. More like a Strange Beam. I would be interested in seeing if a Flamethrower does do like the same amount of damage. Oh my gosh. That did a lot. Right, so you... Dynamax if you got it. Use the animation. Shade Van Fan, hello. But yeah, and as a reminder, here is my prediction with Pokemon Legends ZA. I think a lot of the like Nintendo YouTubers and stuff like that are gonna say that they like it and they think it's good, but it's not as good as Arceus. But that I, Bo Bridgeland, am gonna like it more than Arceus. That's my prediction. I think people will like this less than Arceus, and they'll moan about how it's not Arceus. And they'll talk about qualities of Arceus as though they are like objective facts. Also, did I not get confused there by the Dynamic Punch? It didn't say I got confused there. Why did I not get confused by Dynamic Punch there? Oh, the Strange Steam, the terrain. Oh, well, that's good to know. Having terrain up with Whinging does help with those Dynamic Punches. Anyway, Buck. Well done, everyone. Stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. Make sure you catch everything. You don't have to keep them, but always catch them. Catch them. Yeah. Just ignore social media. It's your choice. That's true as well. But yeah, I think the sort of Nintendo YouTubers and some of the Pokemon people I follow and stuff, they'll say that it's not as good as Arceus, and they'll say things like, "Oh, but you can't die in this game," as if that's like better. Like, again, that's just like some universally better quality in a video game. And then yeah, right, Poison. I believe that's not shiny. Flareon is also not shiny. Please, Berserker or Buzzwole. Please, please, please. Please, please, please. So, will we get the Golden Berserker? No, I needed shiny Berserker. But will we get the Mario and Luigi Super Swole Saga? No. Did we get any shinies in chat today, Kiba? Please tell me you got something. Kiba, you gotta tell me. Without faking out, because there are no fake outs. But you gotta, Kiba, you gotta have gotten something. You haven't said anything yet. Right, let's see. No! So did we not get any shinies in chat today? I know we had shinies, like, from people in chat doing Scepters and Pokemon Scarlet and other stuff. Pokemon Go and whatever. But did we not get any Bovio Games shinies today? Right, Poison is a no. Flareon's a no. Berserker's a no. And Buzzwell's a no. Anyway, Bark. Okay, so speed. Okay, so let's not be too naive. Fooled ya. Docile. Ah, serious. Oh, a jolly Berserker. Ho, 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 Merry Catmas. And I saw someone say Rash. It got spoiled. Buzzwell got spoiled for me. It's a Rash, Buzzwell. I'm going to go for the Berserker, I think. Jolly. That's, ho, ho, ho. It's very funny. So there we go. Chat. My lovely chat. You could say these adventures have lost their luster. Get it? Because of shyness. Way to remind me that the streams are slowly dying, Kevin. Xander, the hammer. Kevin, you made it this whole stream. I mean, you did join late. You made it the whole stream without the hammer. And then you had to remind me that these streams are not as good as they used to be. The Nintendo fans are complaining about that too. Like ZA is not as good as Arceus, and both of your streams suck now. They used to be good. But yeah. On Lara, have a good week. Hopefully see you in a few days. And I hope the rest of you have a good week. I mean, I'll be back tomorrow. So if you're here tomorrow, I will see you tomorrow. But thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the love and support. Thank you for continuing on my, seemingly endless quest to get one of every shiny legendary. Even though that there is no strike anymore. No, strike no longer. Even though there is no more strike. For now. For now. We'll see about 3 years from now. 3 years from now. Who wants a katana? But yeah. So there we go. Bovio was so much better during Sprite era. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So please take care, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I will see you tomorrow and Tuesday and Thursday and Friday. And... and then next weekend, heads up for next weekend, I'll be streaming on Saturday because next Sunday is Quaxley Day. Okay, so the Pokemon Go Community Day is on Sunday, so I'll be doing Pokemon Go that day, so we'll be streaming on Saturday instead. So we're going to be doing Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay? If that sounds good, if that sounds fun... Oh, small guy, you got your Slitherwing as well. Excellent. Well, just in the nick of time. So please take care. Lots of love. Like the video if you haven't already. Boost those dying metrics that Kevin just had to remind us about. Kevin, why are you reminding me about the poor metrics? And I will see you guys tomorrow and stuff, okay? So please take care. Lots of love. See you later. I am going to try and finish these challenges on this dang game tonight. My knuckles, genuinely hurt from, just the precise button inputs and cramping your hand and stuff. My right hand is genuinely a little cramped from this game's insane challenges. Lots of love, guys. Take care, and bye-bye.